Hi guys, my name is Jerry Nyazungu, aka the Chartered Vendor. We are on this show, Selling Like a Vendor, where we discuss anything sales and anything market. Today I'm actually joined by the Managing Director of M&J Media. Welcome, Tamuka Chidende. It's Tamuka James TJ Chidende.
Yes, TJ. The J is essential.
The J is essential.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we want to talk about marketing. And we just want to talk about, I think we have noticed that there are a lot of digital marketers which are mushrooming every day. Zimbabwe, I think we've got an economic crisis whereby everyone, just after leaving universities, when they're a designer, when maybe they're a videographer, they already think that they are a digital marketer. What do you say about that?
Thank you so much for that question. You actually find marketing is an interesting field, especially if you look at digital marketing.
Yeah.
And I think marketing is actually one of the few fields where anyone who can actually design can go around and actually say, I'm a marketer. And it's something that's actually been happening a lot. And you actually find that a lot of people, especially business people, they end up being shortchanged. Why? Because digital marketing, the interpretation of digital marketing in Zimbabwe is designing a flyer and posting it on social media.
Yeah.
Of which you actually find that content creation is always design. That's only 10%. It's actually less than 10% of what marketing is. So in a way, it actually takes a lot for someone to actually then say that they are now a full digital marketer in a way. Okay,
so my passion is mostly in small to medium enterprises. Yeah. How can someone market their business? Maybe you can give us an example. Like you said, maybe doing a flyer, posting a flyer is just maybe 10% of the marketing. Okay. What do you call maybe, how can I be on 100% if I really want to market my business? What should I do? Let's say I want to grow my business. What should be the steps which I'm supposed to follow?
All right, thank you so much. To make it relatable, maybe I can give an example, right? Let's maybe say you're someone who's actually in the agriculture industry, and maybe they have a business whereby they're actually doing greenhouses, for example. You actually find that the average cost for someone to construct a greenhouse is $1,500. That's usually the average price.
Exactly.
So you actually find that number one, expecting a client to come pay you $1,500 because you've posted a flyer on Facebook. That's not it. It's not possible. So you then find that in a way, if you are to actually approach this digitally, there are several things that you need. Number one, yes, you're actually going to need social media platforms, but you actually look that social media, basically, you should not treat it as a channel whereby you want to push direct sales using social media. That's why a lot of people are ending up disappointed. Why? Because someone tells them to open a Facebook page, they open the Facebook page. And when you go on Facebook page, there's that blue button that says boosts, right? And then someone tells you that, you know what, for your products to move, you need to press on the boost button. And people end up pressing on the boost button. 2 weeks go by, a month goes by, no sale has actually come. Why? Because it's not as effective, and it's not a platform maybe that we want to use to push direct sales. But we're actually saying that if we have, let's maybe say back to this example of this entrepreneur who actually has his greenhouses. If they were to use now social media as a platform for actually generating leads, it would actually be effective to then say that, all right, I have created this platform, I have this particular advert. Let me collect people's contact details so that I know that, all right, this person is actually giving me their contact details. I have their email address, I have their phone number, I have their name. They need a greenhouse. They might not be buying immediately, which actually means that you now need to even move them further along.
You now need to nurture the lead.
To actually nurture the lead. And if we are looking at nurturing the lead digitally, how do you get to nurture the lead? Number one, you are looking at email, where you can then say that the moment you have someone's details, it actually means that you're actually even able to send them emails even every day just telling them, why do you need to have a greenhouse? If someone is actually in agriculture, you're basically an expert in agriculture. How do you get to farm tomatoes? How do you get to farm onions in greenhouses? So what you're basically doing is you're actually giving someone value before you actually get to go into the sales process. So it will then be easy now to actually say that maybe you spend 2 weeks with that particular client, or even 2 months, basically just consistently nurturing them. And then now the moment that person will end up feeling the value to actually say that this company cares about me. They're giving me all this information basically for free.
Yeah.
For free. And someone will even now begin to trust you to say that I think I can go to these guys and I can actually pay them $1,500 because they have basically invested in me.
Okay.
Which is,
So you mentioned email marketing.
Email marketing.
If I heard you correctly, then we're talking about the Facebook. But yes, maybe just maybe for the sake of our viewers, even when you're on Facebook, is it all about designing a flyer?
Thank you.
Because there are other brands, there are other people who have actually built brands on Facebook.
Yeah.
Some of the people, they are also getting leads from Facebook. Lead generation. But is it all about posting a flyer? Is it about just boosting a lead? How do I need to behave when I'm on Facebook? Because I understand that you guys are launching marketing training, whereby you're saying, if organizations, you need your marketing guys to be trained how to use Facebook, how to use Instagram. Because my understanding is how you use Instagram is differently from how you use Facebook.
Yeah.
How you are going to use Facebook is different from how you are going to use LinkedIn. How you are going to use Twitter is going to be different from how you are going to use YouTube.
Yeah.
So maybe let us narrow down it on Facebook first.
Okay.
What content will attract someone, or what should I post? Is it all about flyers? Is it about videos? Is it about messages? Is it about jokes? What content should I be posting if I really want to embark into that kind of business which you're talking about?
All right. Thank you so much for that question. And you actually find that for Facebook, it's not only about flyers. Because we are actually saying that there are different content formats that we can actually use. And right now, you actually find that for Facebook, number one, you can actually do your text-only post, whereby maybe you are you're just sharing a piece of content without even any image, right? People can actually even be driven towards that. It's something that can actually help you drive engagement. You can even do your text plus your image. Maybe it's not a designed image, maybe it's actually your original image that is there. Because one thing a lot of businesses tend to forget here is that when it comes to social media, no one opens social media to actually say, I'm opening my social media because I want to shop. I want to look for the good shoes or a company that actually has a great flyer or anything of that sort. People are going on social media to socialize.
Exactly.
So it's important that you actually become social in a way.
Their mood is different.
Exactly. The mood is different. The approach is different. So you're actually looking at number one, you have your design post, maybe you have your text-only post, and then you have your videos. And right now, I can tell you, videos, I think they are right now people are actually consuming content using videos.
TikTok.
That's when you actually go to platforms like TikTok. If you look at it,
I think
the
TikTok is the fastest growing social media platform
in the world. And people even surprised that it's not only in the world, it's actually even in Zimbabwe.
In Zimbabwe, exactly.
They actually say that I think TikTok actually crossed 450,000 users in Zimbabwe. Instagram is 600,000, which means that by the end of this year, Instagram is going to be overtaken
by TikTok. I didn't have that statistics.
So if you look at it now, was you actually saying that for Facebook you have this content format that is called Reels, the same videos, the same structure that TikTok has. You can actually even use Reels on Facebook, and they help drive discovery. Because right now you actually find that
what's a Reel?
All right.
For the sake of most of the people, I don't think they actually know what. Yes, people they are aware of the first stories. Yeah. People they are aware of the posts, but what's a Reel?
Posts of the videos. So if you look at Reels, I think if you're on Facebook, the best way to describe it, is those videos that are addicting, where you are actually swiping up. You see an interesting video, you swipe up. You see another video, you swipe up. So those are basically your
So
rules.
Facebook is now trying to bring a bit of a TikTok on Facebook.
Into Facebook. Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. So maybe for the sake, we don't want to preempt what is going to happen into our training.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about as we actually maybe closing down? What will we be talking about on the upcoming training on the 16th? What should your viewers expect? What should our guys here expect? Because as you know, marketing and sales, they're like twin brothers.
Exactly.
They work hand in hand. Marketing makes it easy for the salespeople, because when you're getting out, the brand is well known. It's easy to sell a well-known brand than a brand which is not even known by people.
Exactly.
So, what should they expect our viewers from the training?
Exactly. Thank you so much. So for the training, one of the things that we want to do, and the major reason why we introduce this training, is that we actually see that a lot of organizations, they have marketing people in the organizations. There are people who are even familiar with social media and everything, but they actually find that there are pitfalls that a lot of people are actually falling for. Take for example, I think one of the issues that we are going to hammer on is actually has to do with the boost button. That button, because I believe that that button was actually put there to just take people's money at the end of the day, because it seems as if it's so easy. But I actually find that there are a lot of things that you can do apart from even playing boost. Actually say that, all right, if you are going to be sponsoring an advert on Facebook, you need to reach the right audience. How do you reach the right audience? Even sometimes for your products, you need to actually choose the right ad format for you at the end of the day. To actually say that sometimes, yes, you can say that maybe your inquiries come to WhatsApp, but sometimes WhatsApp may actually not be the effective platform for you to actually be handling your inquiries. We'll actually even be teaching you on how you can actually get to do that. We'll also even be looking at the web. You actually find that if we were to take, for example, in Zimbabwe alone, a lot of people don't know that we have over 35 directory sites.
Okay.
Where you can actually list your business for free without needing to pay anything. And those are things that can even help you drive discovery. To actually say that the moment someone goes on Google, searches for your business, they can actually show you 35 different websites where your business is actually just being mentioned to help you drive traffic.
Okay.
A lot of people right now don't even know that if you look at a platform like Google, do you know you can actually get inquiries from customers directly from Google without even having a website on? To actually say that the customer discovers your product on Google Maps, you get an inquiry, you can actually respond to it from your phone. But those are actually things that a lot of people don't seem to know.
Okay.
And for any business also, I think one of the things that I'm always telling entrepreneurs is that as long as you have a customer that actually uses Google to search, you should actually even be doing YouTube videos. You should be doing, you should be having even just managing a website. Because if you look at it right now, if someone searches for any product or service, you actually find that if you have a YouTube video talking about that particular service, it's actually going to show on the top of any website. Why? Because Google right now is actually recommending video content itself as compared to text content.
Text content.
So we'll just be teaching your team even all these skills, or even when it comes to basic graphic design. Right now, there are actually tools that have liberalized graphic. It's Canva, not exactly tools like your Canva that are very easy to use, that you can actually use to push your brain to another level. So those are all things that we'll actually be looking at in a practical manner at the end of the day. Not theoretical. We'll actually be giving practical examples, asking you have this particular business, how do you actually set it up? What type of content do you actually need? Why? Because we want everyone who actually come out of this training to come out holding value, things that they can actually go and actually implement in their business to drive instant results.
Okay, well, thank you, Tamuka. Thank you for coming to this show.
Thank you so
by
much.
the way, Tamuka is the one who has actually pushed this book. I think this book is now viral, not only in Zimbabwe, but the rest of Africa.
Yeah.
So they're the ones who actually did the strategy to push this book, and we are still pushing. I think we've got a 5-year strategy to push this book on social media, on various forums. So what we're just saying is we're talking to an expert, someone who's Google certified, is someone who is certified by Facebook to do ads. It's not about just you and your camera, you and your designs, then you're now a digital marketer. You need to learn more. So feel free to actually join them on the 16th of September, as he will be actually giving you more on how to market your business. You can save a lot by learning this course. So until next time, this is Jerry out here. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.